Alright. Hold on, let me... The chat is not even working. Oh my goodness. Chat is Is it disabled? No way. No way the chat's disabled. No. I don't believe that. It's not disabled, is it? I don't think it's disabled. I don't know. I can't tell. I don't know. I'd have to look. I'd have to look. All right. I usually wait for like 5-10 minutes till people start tuning into the stream. I don't even know how to, because I'm on OBS Studio. Usually I would do it on Streamlabs. So I usually stream on Streamlabs, but I was having some problems with Streamlabs, and I don't know if Streamlabs is related to OBS Studio. I have no idea. But all right, here we go. Waiting for people to get in here. Hopefully the audio is clear. The microphone quality is good. Because if it isn't, then I guess tough shit. Let me turn this down. Whoa, what is this? Why is this program running in the background, using up so much of my fucking GPU? All right. So we recently hit 10,000 subscribers. The chat is fucking working, I think. Hopefully. We recently hit 10,000 subscribers on this. Oh, my microphone is like crooked. Hold on. Alright, so we recently reached a total of 10,000 subscribers on this YouTube channel. I want to thank you guys all for, watching my channel throughout the year. A lot of you were here at the beginning of the year before the NFL season kicked off, and now you're here at the end of the season for Super Bowl 60 between the Pats and the Seahawks. A lot of people, recently sort of just subscribed within the past 2 to 3 months, maybe. So to all the sort of new folks checking out the channel, subscribing, especially some of the, guys the past month, thank you all for subscribing and tuning into the page and watching my content. I appreciate it. I don't directly say this in any of my videos, really, but I feel like it is very necessary to address that, because without the support, I definitely wouldn't be, wouldn't be uploading videos. I enjoy making the content, but I make it for you guys, so, hopefully you guys understand that sort of fact. Yeah, man. All right, let's, I guess, get this shit on the road. I don't know, usually it takes, like, 10 to 15 minutes to get some people in, usually. Right now it says that, like, at 10, I think. That should probably go up, because it's pretty late, to be honest with you, but it's a Friday. It's a Friday night. Usually people stay up on Friday nights. Top chat. No, I just want live chat. All messages are visible. Yeah, I had 5K. I don't. Let me look when I had 5K. I can see with YouTube's analytics here on the Creator Studio. When exactly did I reach 5,000? I think it should just be in analytics and live count. Let's see. I had 5,000. I gotta go to lifetime. I had 5,000 subscribers around, dang, I had 5K. Oh, I kind of stagnated. I had 5K in, August. August 26th is when I reached 5,000 subscribers. So, there's a lot of you. If you have been here since 1,000, actually, if you have been here since under 1,000 subscribers, which was in September 2024, raise your hand. I don't know how the fuck you can raise your hand in a YouTube stream chat, but still, I think there's an emoji for it. I don't know. I'm not very well versed in emojis. I just used some in my title because it's celebratory and it's a fucking special live stream. So, I know there's probably some of you that are in here that have been watching since 1,000 or under 1,000. Those are the true OGs of this channel. Now, what's the goal going to be for next year? I'm going to set the goal next year for 15,000. If I can keep going up in increments of 5,000 a year, I won't be mad at that, right? That will be perfectly fine. I won't mind that at all. I just don't want my channel like stagnate at like a certain number where like I'm not growing or I'm not getting, the engagements down or, the low view, stuff like that, right? It's stuff that any normal YouTuber would just like rip their fucking hair out, right? But really, regardless of that, I'm going to continue to make content, man. And there may be a bit of a shift in my content. I don't know, because I don't know how long I can make the style of content I'm making right now without getting like a suspension. Because with some of everyone here knows that some of the shit I say in the videos, right, is sort of unfiltered. And if people were to mass report that shit, then it would probably be taken down, and I would get a strike, and I would not be allowed to upload for a week, and I'd be suppressed by the algorithm, and yada yada. You get the fucking point, right? So I'm not saying I'm going to make overly scripted videos in a monotone voice. I'm not saying that. I'm just saying maybe within the next 2 to 3 years of my content, there may or may not be a shift in, you know, sort of the direction of my content and where it's going. Because I know a lot of you are entertained by the shit I do, and trust me, I'm doing it next year as well. But, you know, after next year, I don't know if I'm going to continue to make the same content, I do. Once again, I enjoy the rants because I don't script anything. I just say everything off the cuff, sort of ad-libbing as the video goes by. Whatever I say is whatever I say in the video. What I say in the video stays in the video, and it's as simple as that. So we'll see where sort of the future, you know, lies ahead for the channel. But for now, I'm going to make the same sort of style of content. But in the future, there will probably be different types of videos, and you guys can sort of tell by some of my recent sort of uploads is just sort of edited stuff. Usually, I don't edit anything. I just download the NFL's footage for the game, the condensed version of the game on YouTube, and, you know, me talking over it with a, you know, with music behind it as a backing track. And it takes about, not even 3, it takes about 2 minutes to make that video, and 2 minutes to, 2 minutes to sort of, render and export it. So, yeah. Let's see. Oh, my first, the DJ ukulele video. That's a fucking classic. If you guys have not watched my DJ ukulele, whatever the fuck his name is, DJ Ungalale, I think is his fucking name. You guys need to look it up, and you guys, after the stream's over, you guys need to watch it because it is a very fucking good video. And I think I actually gained like 50 subscribers from that video. I can try to pinpoint how many subs I gained from that video. I'm pretty sure it was a good chunk, because I'm not really a college football guy, to be honest with you, but, let's see. Yeah, I gained 32 subscribers from that one video, which, I mean, if I gain over 30 subs from a video, I'm usually pretty happy with it. So, what my most recent video, the Caleb Williams one, how many, subs have I earned from that one? Dang, 47. So, I usually earn like 40 subs, and I think the Josh Allen one, I probably had like 32, maybe? No, 60. Oh, nice. 69. Nice. You're a dork. Oh my goodness. Maybe I am. I think he's right. I think you have a point. I am a dork, but is everyone not a dork, right? Like, everyone has a bit of dork in them, so I don't know why you're coming after me, dude. It sounds like you have some personal mental issues, so maybe you can sort that out in the meantime, but regardless, what do you guys say in the chat here? Do I ever get copyright strikes? No. Usually, what happens is I can't the problem is I can't monetize the videos. They all get copyright restrictions, but it says that the owner allows the content to be used on YouTube, so there's no visibility restrictions. It's just like you can't earn money from using the NFL's content. I would need to go to them to get their permission to make money off of the content they're producing. And that's never going to happen because with the sort of stature of my channel, the size of my channel, and with the type of content I'm making on this page, they're not going to approve that. They're going to say, listen, you're slandering fucking players. You're calling people cream puffs and trash. We can't have, this isn't something that, this is the NFL approved behavior. We're not going to allow you to do that. We're not approving of this content. And at that point, they might even, they might even say, fuck, don't make videos on a fucking league because you're a dickwad, right? But I can't make money off the videos. I have no problem with that whatsoever. So, am I still, your subs are bots, you can't even get people. Does that matter? I think live stream viewers and people who watch the videos are two fucking totally different things. Just because you watch a YouTube video doesn't mean you're going to tune into a live stream. Just because you tune into a live stream doesn't mean you're going to watch a YouTube video. I think your logic is flawed as fuck. You're probably someone I know. You're just trying to get under my skin. Are you still down on Arch Manning? Honestly, not as much as I was. I thought he was just, like, dead to rights, right? I thought, like, dude sucked. He was horrible. the last, like, probably 4 or 5 games, including the bowl game, I forgot who exactly they played, but they played a team in a bowl game. I mean, he played very well in those games. He actually looked like he belonged on the field. He actually looked like he was supposed to be a 5-star prospect coming out of high school. So, I don't know if he's going to be a first-round pick. I have no idea. But I'm not going to get too high. I'm not going to get, my expectations all the way up, because then that sets you up for disappointment. When you're hyping up a prospect and they end up failing, then it's usually expectation, because most NFL draft busts, especially the ones that are picked within the 1 to 15 range, are very sort of highly rated coming out of college prospects. They're guys that are supposed to be, okay, well, they're going to come in the league and they're going to make an instant impact and they're going to be starring in the league, especially if you're a quarterback and you're getting picked top 15 in the draft. It's safe to say that you're probably supposed to be, a star quarterback in the NFL. And if you put too much expectations on these guys coming out of the draft, and if you put too much expectations on these guys coming into the NFL, it's just setting up for disappointment. It's setting up for failure. There's no fucking way you're going to succeed when all the pressure is on you. A lot of quarterbacks learn this the hard way. They go into a franchise being named the savior, and then they never fucking work out. One of the guys who was supposed to be the savior was Sam Darnold for the Jets. He didn't work out, and guess what? He's playing in the fucking Super Bowl. So, not everyone's like a Drake May, where, like, second year, you just make Super Bowl, right? Essentially. So, I'm not going to get too high on Arch Manning, but, I don't think he's, like, a scrub anymore. From the play I've seen, from the games I've watched of him, the past couple of games, he's not like he actually improved as a football player should. So there is a redeeming quality to Arch Manning's game, essentially, right? Fuck the Seahawks. Shador was actually good in college. I mean, he was. Statistically, he was actually pretty decent, right? It's just, the thing is, the stats can lie sometimes. It's sort of the context of the way you're getting the stats. If you're just, like, playing against, like, fucking Hawaii and, like, fucking San Jose and, like, fucking cream puff fucking, like, high school teams, then, like, dude, who cares? But if you're playing against, like, Big Ten, SEC, then, yeah, I mean, you're earning your stats. But I feel like the scheme that Colorado was running was just all shotgun. It's screens. It's really fucking easy passes. And it's not really an NFL-level scheme. And Shador's had a hard transition in the NFL. He's not looked like an NFL quarterback at all. It's been fucking painful to watch him out there on the field. It's almost fucking embarrassing. But regardless, man. How do you think Fernando Mendoza? By the way, I made a scattering report on Fernando Mendoza 2 weeks ago. I don't know how many of you guys have watched that, but go check it out. I may send a link to it in the thing here. I'll send it because I feel like it. There we go. Okay, should be there. What the fuck's going on? Okay, it's sent. All right. I don't know why it, like, buffered. I don't know. Let's see. Fuck, no, don't. I honestly want the Seahawks to win the Super Bowl. I don't know why, but I just feel like it'd be a good, like, redemption story if Sam Darnold wins the Super Bowl. The guy who, nobody expected, the guy who was, just sort of thrown to the wayside, and at one point in time forgotten about as a starting quarterback in this league, turned around and wins the Super Bowl his first year in Seattle. By the way, Minnesota, you look so fucking stupid right now. I mean, the Vikings look like such just fucking idiots for getting rid of Darnold for some unproven second-year guy coming off of a bad injury, and then McCarthy got hurt like 6 times in his actual first season starting for Minnesota. So, I mean, it couldn't have really gone any worse. Should have really stepped up. I mean, he had a losing record. He had an 18 QBR. He had a 50 completion percentage. He had 11 turnovers and 7 starts. I mean, let's not get started with this. Let's call spade to spade. I know there was nothing around him. I know the coaching wasn't that great, but come on, let's be honest. I know Stefanski's a horrible coach, but I mean, let's not twist the number. Oh, he won 3 games in fucking, 7 starts. Wow, that's really fucking impressive. It isn't. He's an awful quarterback. He has no real redeeming quality as a quarterback. He doesn't have a strong arm. He can't really run. He can't move. He can't get out the pocket. He can't read a defense. He can't manipulate a fucking defense. He can't look off safeties. He can't do anything that an NFL quarterback is expected to do. So he can throw little screens, little easy passes, and throw to wide open players over the middle of the field with all day to throw. Anyone can do that. It's high school mentality. Thoughts on Andrew Luck? I feel like he should have had a longer career in the NFL. Definitely was one of the most talented quarterbacks ever sort of to enter the NFL draft. He was really, really fucking hyped up. Him and RG3. RG3's career, obviously, we don't even need to talk about Robert Griffin III's career because it's kind of a sad story, to be honest with you. But Luck played behind some pretty bad offensive lines, and it got him fucking killed, got him hurt, and he retired very prematurely in his career. And I feel like that's the same sort of arc that Joe Burrow's on right now. Where, like, if there's another 1 or 2 years of this shit in Burrow's career, once again, he said, if he's not having fun playing football, then what's the point? I think he's going to retire early. By 32, 33, I don't think Joe Burrow is going to be playing in the NFL if things stand as they are right now. If there's no improvement, offensive line, if their defense still sucks, if, the Bengals aren't making the playoffs, if they're fucking losing games constantly, then there's no fucking point for the guy to continue playing football with the sort of mentality he has, essentially. You're a nerd who won't show his face. Can I pin that? There we go. Let's see. I feel like I know who this is. I feel like this is someone trolling me. I actually don't live in Ohio. I live in Florida. I used to live in Ohio. Then me and my family moved to Florida in like 2012. So I've been living here for quite a while. I don't know. He's a puppet. This guy is a puppet. He is on strings. He is dancing. I don't know what his star. I think he's just scorned. I think he's just like a scorned pussy puppet. I don't know. He's like a scorned female. Obviously, there's no point in banning him because it's funny. He's just essentially trolling himself. He comes in this fucking live stream. He's actually, by the way, you're my number 1 fan. It actually says you're number 1. You're the top fan. You got more XP than anyone. Hey, clap it up. Clap it up for the puppet in the chat. But now I sound like a dick, but like I feel like he's being a dick to me. I gotta be a dick to this guy. I don't know. It's a crossroads, right? Florida and Utah are like I would never want to step foot in Utah. No offense to people who live in Utah who may or not be watching this fucking stream. Just wait till next season. You're going to move the goalposts. Oh, maybe you're a Shedeur Sanders fanboy. I don't know. I have no idea, to be honest with you. Did you live in Columbus? No. I'm not going to specify where I lived in Ohio because that's too much personal information I'd be giving out to the world here. But I've been a Blue Jackets fan my whole life because once again, I was born in Ohio. I just didn't like I don't fucking like any fucking, I don't like the Browns. Browns suck. I don't like the Bengals. Bengals suck. There's no point in cheering for a team because they both suck. There's no fucking point. I don't care how many Super Bowls they make, how many Super Bowls they win. I don't care if Shedeur Sanders leads the Browns to the Super Bowl. I'm not a Browns fan. I don't care if Joe Burrow leads the Bengals to the Super Bowl. I'm not going to be a fan of the Cincinnati Bengals. Both those teams are fucking dog shit, right? Dodgers are the worst thing ever for baseball. I hope the Dodgers liquidate. Clan. Oh my god. I'm sorry. My family, most of my family are Ohio State fans, and I actively root against Ohio State, and they get really fucking annoyed when I'm watching the games with them, and I'm rooting against them. They get pretty fucking pissed at me. College-wise, I don't know. I don't really have an allegiance or a fandom to any collegiate team. I don't know why. I'm not that much. I'm pretty in tune with college football. Obviously, I watch college football, but I'm not like super duper into it where I'm like watching like the Sun Belt or like the MAC. MACtion's cool and all that, but still, I feel like, it's not really too much worth my time, right? Florida, I've never, well, I don't know. I don't know, like, I guess sometimes I'll root for Florida. Sometimes, like, FAU, if FAU's on TV, I guess I'll, like, cheer for them because you live in Florida. It makes sense to do it. But I don't know. I'm not really, like, a fan of many teams, like Blue Jackets. I don't even know. I can't even say I'm a fan of the Reds anymore because I just haven't cared in years. I don't care about Ohio sports. There's just no point in caring about Ohio sports teams. They all blow, essentially. All of them suck. Yeah, Florida's a basketball school. Their football program has been ass for years. Billy Napier ran that football program into the ground. I know they hired I think John Summerall from Tulane. I don't know how good he is going to be. He probably will be another Billy Napier where he gets fired in 3 years for just being being a jackwad of a fucking coach. But regardless of all that, man, I don't really have an allegiance to a collegiate team. I don't have an allegiance to like an NFL team. I feel like it's like more fun to watch it as like neutral because I'd be having like 4 heart attacks a game if I was like a fan of a fucking NFL team. Just fucking, I'd be yelling all over the place, right? And it wouldn't be good for my health. I'd probably have a stroke and I'd collapse and I wouldn't be able to yell again, right? And it wouldn't be good for me. It would not fucking be good for me. Maryland, they have a god-awful football program. Their coaches, I don't know how that guy's still employed. He's done nothing in however many fucking years he's been with the program. Guy's been in the program for like 15 years as the coach. He ain't done one fucking thing. Won 6 games a year. Guy's horrible. But Maryland, I don't even know if they're good in basketball. I mean, obviously you have the Baltimore Ravens. They're in Maryland, right? But like, fuck, that Maryland's not really good like for fucking sports. Is it really? I don't think it is. Let me look at their what are they in the standings? I bet they're like 11 and 15 in basketball. Let's see. They're a part of the Big Ten because of course they got these stupid fucking conferences. They are 8 and 12. Wow, they suck bad. They are terrible. Wow, they're fucking horrible. Who the fuck have they lost to? Let's see. They're 1 and 8. They're 1 and 8 in the fucking they are 1 and 8 in the Big Ten. That is horrible. And they beat Penn State. They suck in basketball. Penn State's never won a thing in basketball. And I mean, they're losing to every other competent school. Like, they almost lost to UNLV. They almost lost to Mount St. Mary's. They almost lost to Marquette, who has a losing record. Marquette's horrible. Shaka Smart's a fucking one of the worst coaches fucking ever. What an overrated coach. I mean, he's got Marquette sitting at a fucking like what, 11 and fucking 12, whatever the fuck they are. 8 and 14. He's a horrible coach. I mean, who have they beat? Who have they beat? They haven't beaten anyone. They've not beaten one ranked team. They beat fucking Cream Puffs. Wow, they beat Creighton. Creighton's not good this year. They're having a bit of an off year. They should be better than they really are this year. But I am very excited for the NCAA tournament because every fucking March you just get that feeling that, you know, some crazy upsets are going to happen. And last year it wasn't like that at all. It was like there was like a McNeese State one, and the rest was just like everyone who was supposed to win their game won. And that's not what the tournament's all about, man. You want to see upsets. You want to see fucking crazy plays. You want to see comebacks. You want to see shocking, you know, stunning moments in you know, March Madness. You're not just there, okay, well, I hope, you know, I can just fill out a chalk bracket where all the 1 seeds are in the Final Four. Fuck no. We want to see like a 12 seed in the Final Four. We don't want to see these fucking 1 seeds because it's fun when a 12 seed or like a 13, 14, 15 fucking seed goes far in the tournament. No one wants to see a fucking 1 seed. It's boring as fuck. Unless you're a fan of the team, it's fucking boring. No one wants to watch it. Maryland is just fucking horrible. I mean, most of these Big Ten schools are fucking atrocious in basketball. Like Northwestern, Penn State, Minnesota, fucking Washington. These teams are awful. They're not basketball schools. Oregon, these are not basketball schools. I mean, Rutgers used to be decent, but now they suck. And then you get like, oh god, like with how big most of these conferences are, like most of the bottom teams are just so fucking bad. Like Baylor, what happened to them? They're 1 and 7. Kansas State, Utah, fucking Arizona State, Colorado, these Oklahoma State, these fucking schools, TCU that have never been, West Virginia that have never been fucking UCF have never been basketball schools, are in these fucking big power conferences, and they're never gonna make the fucking tournament. So it's like, what the fuck's the point? What the fuck's the point of expanding all these conferences when fucking 90% of these teams ain't gonna make a dent in March? Like, it's fucking stupid. And the same thing with football. They're never gonna make the fucking... Can you ever see the UCF making the... UCF or fucking West Virginia or fucking Baylor making the fucking college... Or Kansas State making a fucking college football playoff? No, you can't. Right? But I guess it's, you know... It's there just for like the fake illusion that there's parity. That, oh, you know, any team has a shot. No, especially in basketball. It's Kansas. It's Iowa State. It's fucking Houston. It's Arizona. It's fucking Texas Tech. It's BYU, and then it's the fucking rest of them. They're all fucking misfits. Every one of them. They're just all fucking there to get beat up by the top 5 teams, right? Same thing for the fucking Big East. Xavier, DePaul. Fucking Georgetown, that used to be good. Marquette, Providence, that used to be good. You know, Butler that used to be good. They all suck. And fucking you get St. John's, fucking Villanova, the UConn just beating up on all these garbage teams. The Big East is a garbage conference. That conference is no longer good. That is basically a fucking mid-major conference. They got, what, 3 good teams, and the rest are forgettable. Seton Hall ain't going to make the tournament. Villanova, if they go on a losing skid, they ain't going to make the fucking tournament. St. John's probably will because they're fucking who their coach is. UConn, they've only lost 1 game the whole fucking season on a 16-game fucking win streak. They're going to fucking win the fucking... They're going to go on and make the fucking NCAA tournament. But the fucking... all like the bottom 5 teams, DePaul, Xavier, Georgetown, Marquette, Providence... Those fucking teams don't stand a fucking chance. Especially half those fucking players on that team, on those teams, are gonna fucking transfer next year. So then they get even fucking worse. It's crazy. The transfer portal has fucked up things so bad. These teams in the bottom bracket of these conferences have no fucking chance of ever getting better. It just sucks. I mean, it sucks, but, like, it's reality, right? This was going to happen with the transfer portal really, you know, coming into light in college athletics. So, it is what it is, man. Like, you can go from playing at, like, fucking, I don't know, you go from playing at fucking IUPUI to playing at fucking Arizona. But then you can go from playing at UConn to then the next fucking year you're playing at Chicago State. 2 wins. So, like, it's a rough life in the transfer portal. If you make one fucking wrong move in the transfer portal, you're going to a scrub team, right? Or if you play shit, you haven't proved that you're a good player, you're going to play for fucking Western Illinois, some garbage program, right? That has no aspiration of making the tournament. It's brutal, but, I mean, I guess it's the transfer portal era, right? It's more crazy. You have thousands of players moving to different teams per year. Personally, I'm not really a big fan of it, but I guess I could see the sort of the enjoyment, the chaos of it. It's whatever. Patriots or Seahawks? I got the Seahawks. The Seahawks are going to win. I think they're going to win 31-14. I think they're going to win 31-14. They're going to win the Super Bowl. This is the most This is the most watchable Super Bowl in years because. Well, not really because of the Patriots, but the Seahawks, because it's Sam Darnold, right? Like, Sam Darnold's in the fucking Super Bowl. Just that makes it watchable. Would you rather watch fucking Patrick Mahomes in his 8th Super Bowl or fucking Sam Darnold? I think I'd know who I'd rather watch. I'd rather watch Sam fucking Darnold. And Drake May, who was a good young quarterback. I know it's the Patriots, but still, you get the point. You know, you get a good young quarterback, Sam Darnold. I'm all in on that shit, man. I'm watching that. It's that fucking simple. Now, I don't know. Man, I don't fucking know. I don't know what type of content to make that when the NFL season ends. I have no fucking otherworldly idea because usually I rehash some of the same shit I've been talking about over and over again because people like it and yada yada. You get the point, but I don't know. I may try to, you know, think outside the box and this sounds fucking desperate, right? But if you guys have any like good ideas that I could use, you could like drop them in the chat because right now I am creatively fucking bankrupt. I've never been more stumped in my life making videos. I haven't uploaded for a week for a reason. I don't know what type of fucking video to make, and I couldn't make videos on like I was trying to make like maybe a Trey Lance video. I've beat him like a dead horse for God knows how long, but I think one sort of final video just to sort of, you know, cap it off. To begin the offseason, the end of his miserable fucking quote-unquote career, which never fucking was. Mike McCarthy, he's such like a boring, like, safe hire that I don't think anyone really fucking watched that video. It wouldn't be something I would really enjoy making because what is there to talk about with Mike McCarthy? He's Mike McCarthy. He's like a NFL coach. I can't say he has a high school scheme because he doesn't. I can't see his high school tendencies or clock management because he doesn't. I can't like, I don't know. There's not much material there is what I'm trying to say, right? Top 10 worst of anything in NFL. That's interesting. I could maybe make a top 10 worst quarterbacks. I think, would you guys watch that? I think if I was a viewer of the channel, I would probably watch that. If I was like a top 10 worst quarterbacks. I made a troll top 5 quarterbacks like a year ago, and it was like at the end of the video, I was like eating food like just like fucking really loud, and it was like a parody. I had Anthony Richardson at the best quarterback, and it was a troll, and it really wasn't funny at all. But like I guess people found it funny. Like it didn't even get like 100 views. Well, not 100. It didn't even get like a fucking 1,000 views. That's how fucking bad it was. If I made that same video, it'd probably get like 3,000 now. So oh yeah, no, it got 1,000, and I'm pretty sure there's people that were calling me mentally ill in the fucking mentally ill in the comments, which I mean is probably true, but regardless, Jordan Love, maybe. I mean, there is a lot of there's a lot of shit I can make. I just gotta the worst quarterback to start this year. Shedeur Sanders. I mean, it's pretty fucking easy, right? Can we all universally agree that Shedeur Sanders is the worst starting quarterback in the NFL to start more than 6 games in the past 5 years? Can we all agree? By the way, the second I mentioned Shedeur Sanders, this fucking stumbling, bumbling tard comes back into the chat. This guy is I'm sorry. I'm sorry. This guy is a puppet. He's a puppet. The second I mention his name, that is dancing of the highest caliber. Look, the thing is, at least McCarthy has a bit of mobility. He can run a little bit. Shedeur Sanders can't run. He can't move. He can't get out the pocket. He can't sense the rush. I mean, McCarthy can't either, but I don't even know. Like, McCarthy's a new breed of garbage, right? But Shedeur Sanders does everything so poorly that it's almost hard to believe it's almost hard to believe that he made the NFL. It's sickening. It is. If he can make the NFL, anybody can, man. I mean, like him, Zach Wilson, fucking Trey Lance, the guys just scamming their way to a paycheck in the NFL. It's crazy. Like, how the fuck are these guys in the NFL? I don't get it. After all these years of coasting by on their fucking first round, like especially with Lance and Zach Wilson, how are those fucking guys still in the NFL? I don't fucking get it. Like, you're just because you were a fucking first round pick 5 years ago doesn't mean that you have any sort of quality. I'm pretty sure Zach Wilson was bitching and moaning that he wasn't getting any fucking playing time in preseason or whatever the fuck. He sucks. Like, you're a scrub. You're a fucking bitch-made scrub. And you're fucking complaining that you're not getting any playing time. Zach Wilson, you suck. There's a fucking 20-minute video of you fucking throwing 3-yard passes over fucking people's heads. You're horrible. Who's taking the Raiders and First of all, I would never take the Cardinals job because there's really nothing there with the Arizona Cardinals. Raiders is enticing because they have the first overall pick, and they're probably going to get Mendoza. I really don't know, to be honest with you. There's sort of a mishmash of candidates that could be picked for either job. I don't know specifics. You know, I don't really delve too deep into like head coaching searches. Whoever the coach is whoever the coach is. That's not really my forte. That's not really my thing. But I don't know. Todd Monken is a very like questionable hire. I don't know if he's gonna work out for Cleveland. That's a very that's like a C-, D+ hire. That either can actually maybe work a little bit or be horrible. Once again, it depends if they get a quarterback because they have Dylan Gabriel and Shedeur Sanders on the roster. So they don't really have an established base. They have Deshaun Watson, but let's not kid ourselves here. They're not going to trot Deshaun Watson out there on Sundays with his reputation and how he's played for Cleveland over the, when he's been healthy with how he's played, how you can trot him out there is a disgrace. Right. And it's just, you can't fucking fathom doing that. So it's obvious they need a quarterback. They need to be in the market for a quarterback, but you can't waste big money on a quarterback. I don't know. Do you go out and get a Kirk Cousins to try to stabilize, to get some security in your QB room, right? You can't, because what is Kirk Cousins going to make, like $13 million, and that's more cap hit. You could be spending that on younger players and stuff like that to build for the future, or other players that would contribute at other positions. But if you don't, you go into the draft knowing you need a quarterback, and there's not going to be a quarterback when your draft pick is up because Mendoza's going to be gone. What are you going to pick? Ty Simpson? Ty Simpson, I don't know. I haven't watched him because fucking it's Ty Simpson, right? He's probably not going to be very good. I'm not very sold on him, right? Maybe second round, I think maybe he can be an average starter. I don't fucking know. I'm just not very impressed by the guy. But, you can't go into the season with a quarterback room of Deshaun Watson, Dylan Gabriel, and Shedeur Sanders. You can't fucking do it. It's organizational malpractice. So it's either you've got to make a trade or you've got to move the meter in some way. You've got to draft a quarterback, but you can't fucking reach for a quarterback that you know isn't going to be starting caliber. It's just, you can't do it, right? It's just like the Browns are in such a bad way right now. It's crazy. Yeah, Ty Simpson is pretty small. I think it's what, 6'2", 6'1"? I don't know. I have no idea, but he's small. I'm in a wheelchair. It's obvious. And you're retarded. Get out of my chat. Fuck you. Suck a dick. I just had enough of that fucking retard. I don't say words like that usually, but that guy was pissing me off, bro. Which NFL franchise has the least hope? Oh my goodness. Let's look. Let's go through the list. The New York, you know what? I already found the answer. It's the New York Jets. The New York Jets have no hope. They have no quarterback. They have no head coach. They got no coordinators. They got no position coaches. They got no talent. They got no anyone. They have nothing of note. They have nothing of substance. There is nothing. No players are going to want to actively go and play for the New York Jets because of the bad way that they're in. That's it. It is what it is. I mean, the Browns, you know what? I will say this. The Browns are not even close. Because the Browns at least have Myles Garrett. At least they have one of the best defensive players in NFL history. Who do the Jets have? They got Breece Hall. They got Garrett Wilson. Breece Hall's probably gone in the offseason. Garrett Wilson maybe getting moved as well. I don't know, folks. I don't. Those players, maybe they get moved. The Browns, you have Denzel Ward. You have Jeremiah Owusu-Koramoah, right? You have Myles Garrett. You have Mason Graham, right? You have these great players, Carson Schwarzenegger. You have an amazing defense. If you just get an offense, you can be a contender in the AFC North for years to come. If you build a defense with the Jets, you have no offense. If you build an offense with the Jets, you have no defense. There's nothing there. There's no coaches. Aaron Glenn is your head coach. This guy made a burner. He made a burner, man. He made a burner account. Dion, can you get out of my chat? Come on, Dion. I know you're trying to defend your son, but you're running PR for him. That's crazy. Stop running PR for Shedeur Sanders. I won't have any of it. And you know what? Maybe I make another video. If I made another video on Shedeur Sanders, would you guys watch it? Yes or no? Jeff Hafley as the Miami coach. I'm very impartial. It's like a meh. It's a C. It's a C higher. Not a C plus. Not a C minus. A C. Lions window. Is it closed? I don't think so, honestly. I think that was just a down year. Their defense was ravaged with injury. They just seemed like a very unlucky team with injuries, right? So I think they're probably win like 11, 12 games next year. I think they make the playoffs next year. I'm not convinced their window's closed. The Bills, I'm starting to be convinced their window is closing and closing fast. I think maybe this is the last year of the Bills window. If they can't get it done, then there's maybe, things need to be... I know Joe Brady coming in as a coach, but come on, let's be honest. I don't think that really moves the meter too much. That's like a fucking C plus, B minus higher. It's not like flashy. It's not crazy, but there were so much better candidates out on the market. And they sort of dropped the ball on it a little bit. What do I think of the Ravens? I think the Ravens are probably... I think they're probably going to bounce back, to be honest with you. They have the talent. It's just defensively, Zach Orr, was just horrendous at calling plays on the defensive side of the football. He's, I think, since been fired. And sort of with the new regime, they're bringing in, I believe, Jesse Minter as their head coach. I think that's a pretty good hire, a pretty good get for the Baltimore Ravens. They should be fine. I think they're fine. They'll probably win 11, 12 games. I think they can be a major contender, and maybe Lamar can make this first Super Bowl. Oh, yeah, they hired a Declan Doyle, who I think is a bit of a Ben Johnson puppet, to be honest with you. I don't think he really did much, to be honest with you. Maybe, help make game plans with Ben Johnson, but Ben Johnson was really doing all the heavy lifting, so I'm not really too sold. I'm on Declan, whatever the fuck his name is, Doyle. I don't even know his name, Declan, who fucking knows. He's like 30 too, which is crazy. He's 30 years old. He's an NFL offensive coordinator. It seems like the league is getting younger when it comes to coaching. Thoughts on T-Mac? I assume you're talking about whatever the fuck his name is, McMillan. He's going to be a really good receiver. He's sort of he's a big guy that Bryce Young can just fucking throw 50-50s to. And he has very good hands too. His route running is also really underrated. I don't know. He's like, He's not the quickest, but he doesn't need to be the quickest. He's quick enough to get separation, and his route running gets him open anyways, and he's got good hands. He's basically like a complete receiver. I'm not going to say always like AJ Green or anything. He's going to be a good receiver, though. He already is a good receiver. Damn, he's already the same. Damn, that Declan Doyle's same age as fucking Lamar Jackson. If I was an NFL quarterback, I wouldn't know how to think about that. Like, damn, this guy's the same age as I am. I don't know how I would take that. I have no idea. Should the Dolphins keep King Quinn, aka Quinn Ewers, at quarterback? I think maybe they should give him a year, but I don't think they should make the leash too long. I would give him a chance. I would indeed give him a chance, but I don't know how long he would last. He has the physical talent. It's not a it's not a question. Like, he has the arm, he has the mobility, he has everything you want in an NFL quarterback, right? Bit undersized, but still, he's got like the Baker Mayfield build, right? But it's all about limiting turnovers. He was a bit turnover prone in college. He turned it over in some bad moments, and if he limits that, I think he should maybe be fine. But I don't know. The Dolphins seem like are going to be a fucking 7-win team. That team just screams 7 wins. I mean, I don't know what I don't know. It's just a feeling I get. Like, they're going to win like 7-8 games next year. They're not going to move the meter, but they're going to be all right, and they're going to be competitive in most of their games. Yeah, Kyler, I mean, listen, Kyler Murray it should never be allowed in athletics again. Come on, let's be real. He's just wasting his time in the NFL. He's not very good. His career should be over. Tua is Tua. That's who he is. You can't make a comparison. You can't compare him to any other quarterback, because Tua, he's just like, he's there. He's 6 foot. He's got a weak arm. Can't run. Can't get out the pocket. Can't make plays. Can't throw down the field. Not really good at reading a coverage. I mean, he's just there. He's a quarterback. He's not a good one. What was your reaction on 10K? When I first... by the way, I hit 10K a couple days ago, and then some of you trolls unsubscribed to me and then resubscribed. You guys... Hey, I know some of you guys in here. I know damn well some of you motherfuckers unsubscribed to troll me because I made a community post. Fucking posting that I reached 10K subs. I know some of you unsubscribed. Don't try to kid yourselves. I fucking know that some of you guys unsubscribed and then resubscribe. But still, thank you guys for tuning in and subscribing and continuing to support the channel, man. Thank you. Will the Giants turn things around with Harbaugh in his first year? I say very likely. It's all dependent on Jackson Dart. If Jackson Dart plays competent, I think they should be pushing for a playoff spot, right? Because I think their defense is good enough where it is right now, right? But if Jackson Dart doesn't take a leap, then there may be some problems on the horizon that may be unaccounted for. So let me see. Yeah, I mean, some of you guys had to unsubscribe from me, and then you resubscribe. Where the fuck it is? Cardinals win-loss next year, probably like 2 wins. I don't know, because you're not going to get a quarterback in this draft. Who are you going to... You're going to throw out Jacoby Brissett, who... Brissett is like, okay. Brissett's all right. He's, like a average to below average starter in the NFL. He's not going to, like, lose you too many games. He's not going to win you too many games. But if there's nothing around him, he's going to get killed, and he's going to be hurt, and then you're going to fucking have to put some scrub backup in the game, some no name, and then you're really fucked then, and then you just did quarterback in the next fucking draft. So, I think that they're in line to pick a quarterback in the next draft. Whoever that is, I don't fucking know. I have no idea who like the good quarterbacks are coming out of the draft next year, not this year. Yeah, Cardinals win-loss. I mean, Cardinals would be lucky to win 4 games, honestly. And honestly, if you're a coaching candidate, why would you take the Arizona coaching job, right? There's just, I don't know. There's not really much of an appeal to taking that job, right? I don't see it. I don't. All right, let me do this here. Yeah, I mean, there's not much appeal for taking the Arizona job. I don't really see it. What are the other openings? Fuck, the Browns got filled. Listen, everyone here knows that the New York Jets should have, right now, theoretically, should have an opening for the head coach position. They should. The fact they're keeping Aaron Glenn employed is outrageous. I mean, with the season that Aaron Glenn and his ass defense had, his fucking absolutely just, oh, I mean, it was one of the worst fucking. It was the worst next to the Bengals. It was the worst defense in the National Football League. They forced 0 interceptions. That was his defense, by the way. Aaron Glenn's vaunted defense forced 0 interceptions. That is an NFL record. No team has ever fucking done that before in the history of the NFL. Until that team. Until Aaron Glenn walked into New York and said, fuck this, I'm taking this shit over. You guys aren't getting any interceptions this year. We're going to be the worst team in the fucking league defensively. No turnovers. They got all their turnovers with fumbles and special teams. Yeah, Evero is, I remember everyone was clowning on him. Now, I was clowning on him after he didn't play fucking man coverage in the fucking playoff game against Matthew fucking Stafford. He just sat in a prevent defense, and that's the reason the fucking Panthers didn't fucking win. The Panthers probably could have went to the fucking NFC Championship game if they just called a regular fucking defense against the Rams on their final offensive fucking drive. They probably would have. I gotta be honest. The Panthers would have been playing in the NFC Championship fucking game if Evero, whatever the fuck his name is, their defensive coordinator, did not call a prevent fucking defense against Matthew Stafford, a quarterback who has been in the league for 17 fucking years on the Rams' final offensive possession. They would have made the fucking Super Bowl. They would have fucking made the Super Bowl. I mean, they would have had a chance, at least. They would have had a realistic chance at making the NFC Championship game. I think they would have ran into the fucking buzzsaw that is the Seahawks and probably got murdered. But still, it was a chance nonetheless. And I'm not going to forgive that guy for that because you can't call a prevent defense. When fucking Mike Jackson was having one of the best game of his career in the playoffs. He had the best game. I don't think that fucking guy allowed one catch the whole game. He was a fucking stud in man coverage that game, and they fucking blew it by calling the worst coverage ever. A prevent defense. A prevent defense. Never call that defense against a quarterback that has been in the league for a long time. It doesn't work. It probably wouldn't work against a rookie either. It wouldn't. It doesn't work against anyone. So yeah, man. It made me mad because like I wanted the Panthers to win that game because it would have been a fucking great story. The Panthers in the fucking NFC divisional. It would have been a great story, but no. You can't have great stories. You gotta have a defensive coordinator who fucking goes into business for himself calling a fucking prevent. Come on, man. You don't even call that play in Madden. You don't even call that play in Madden. I mean, it is. It's crazy they got that far to begin with, and that they were in that position, but they probably should have won the game. I'm just trying to be honest. And I think the Panthers are definitely set up for success in the future. Hold on, let me look at my prediction for them. Because I made a really poorly aged video called Predicting Every NFL Game This Season. What record did I have them sitting at? Let's see. I had them sitting at 9-8. I had them sitting at 9-8. Wow. I had them sitting at 9-8. I'm proud of myself. That was very close to what they were going to be. That's close. I mean, I had them out of the playoffs. I had the Rams out of the play. I had the Commanders in the playoffs. I had the Falcons in the playoffs. I had the Buccaneers in the playoffs. I had the fucking Jets in the playoffs at 9-8. The fucking Jets in the playoffs. The Jets in the playoffs. I thought the Bears would win 5 games. So none of my predictions. It goes to show you can't take anything I say seriously because I know just as much as like a fucking nun about the NFL. Like you could ask your local nun. Like, oh, what do you think of the NFL? Who's gonna be good next year? And they would give just as good, if not better, takes about the fucking NFL than I would. Let's fucking call spade a spade. Nobody comes to my videos for my level-headed thinking, my rational takes on the NFL. Everyone comes to watch me scream about fucking coaches and players and how teams suck and players suck, right? It's entertainment. No one comes to my fucking channel to watch me, how great I am at evaluating talent. Yeah, you can go, everyone go to this video. Every single person go to this video. Go to the timestamp 45:50. I have the Jets in the playoffs. The Jets at 9-8. The Jets. I had the Vikings at 6-11, which, I mean, was it not really close, but it was kind of close. The Cowboys at 7-10. By the way, I had the Seahawks at 5-12. I had the Patriots at 7-10. Both teams that are in this year's Super Bowl were firmly out of the playoffs in this world. That goes to show. That just goes to show. I don't know anything, so don't take my word. Watch. I'm gonna this upcoming offseason, I'm gonna predict something, and it will be. And I made a video, a predictions video. I made a predictions video. Do you want to know how many? Let's go over how many fucking predictions of those. That fucking video was wrong. Let's see. Let's go over how many fucking. Okay, the first prediction is immediately incorrect. Joe Burrow will throw 50+ touchdowns. That was wrong. Now the second one, guys, I got the second one right. I got the second one right. The Bengals will miss the playoffs. Wow. And then the next one is Chicago will go 5-12. So that was wrong. 4, a QB will throw 6 interceptions in a game. Incorrect. 5, Cleveland will win 2 games. Close, but incorrect. Let's see. Guess what? Kyler Murray will be benched or hurt at some point. I'm right. I'm right. Guess what? I'm fucking right about that one. What is that? That's 2. 2 correct. I got 2 right. This season will be Dak Prescott's final year as a Cowboy. No, incorrect. Saquon Barkley will break more records. Break more records for being average. No. Michael Penix will have a breakout season. No, he won't. Incorrect. Let's see. CJ Stroud will be sacked 50+ times again. No, he won't, but he will throw away a playoff game for his team in the playoffs. Denver will win 12 games. They won more than that. Incorrect. Look at how many of these are wrong. Brian Dable will be fired by week 10. Is that right? Hold on. Is that right? Brian Dable. When was he fired? Was he fired in week 10? I gotta look. Hold on. Let's see. Head coach. November 10th. Was that week 10? They were 2-8. Can I give myself... Can I give myself credit for that? Can I give myself credit for that one? That Brian Dable fired by week 10. Can I give myself a point? So what are we on, 3? We're on 3 right now. There's been 12, and I have 3 right. 12! And I have 3 right. Okay, yeah. And then the next one is the Jets will make the playoffs. The Jets will make the playoffs. Let's see. What's this one? No Colts wide receiver will have over 850 receiving yards. I'm pretty sure that one is incorrect. Let me look. I'm pretty sure Alec Pierce had that on like 4 receptions this year. Let's see. Stats. 850. Yeah, okay, I was wrong. Alec Pierce had 1,000. That one was incorrect. And then Anthony Richardson and... What's this one? It's not even loading. Anthony Richardson will be benched for Daniel Jones. Wait. Can I give myself a point for that one? Anthony Richardson will be benched for Daniel Jones. Technically, he was, but that was before the season. I'm giving myself credit. So that's 4 right of 15. 4 right of 15. That's very good. Minnesota will miss the playoffs. That's another one right. I'm great. That's 5 of 16. Sam Darnold will struggle in Seattle. That's another miss. Kansas City's fall off will begin. Yeah, give me that. 6. I got 6 right. Las Vegas will make a playoff push. Let's not talk about that one. Mike McDaniel will be fired by the end of the season. I mean, come on. I mean, it's like... Can you, like, I was right with a couple of them. Like, it's not as bad as I thought it would be. I thought I'd have, like, fucking, like, 19 wrong and 1 correct, but I right now trust Sam Darnold to win a Super Bowl. I think the Seahawks are going to win 31-14. I think they win. I have full fucking trust in Sam Darnold. With the way he played in the NFC Championship game, if he plays anywhere, close to that, then I think they'll win the Super Bowl. I think the fucking Seahawks are gonna win. I don't think the Patriots, they might put up a good fight, but with the way the Seahawks defense is, with the way their offense has been sort of clicking as of recently, I don't see the Patriots stopping them. I mean, yeah, but Sam Darnold's like a 15 times better fucking quarterback than Trent Dilfer. Trent Dilfer was nothing more than a scrub. No, Sam Darnold's a fucking beast. Sam Darnold's great. What are you calling him trash for? Sam Darnold's great. He has had a great 2 years. He's one of the first quarterback in NFL history to fucking win 14 games with 2 different teams. He's fucking great. He ain't gonna choke. I don't believe what you guys are saying. He's gonna choke? He's trash? I hope he proves all of you wrong. Watch. He's gonna throw 5 touchdowns in the Super Bowl. They're gonna win fucking 68-12. And he's gonna fucking be hoisting up the Lombardi trophy. I'm like rooting for the Seahawks now to win because it's gonna be funny. Yeah, he went from like a backup with the 49ers to like this guy has won 14 games in the regular season with 2 different teams in 2 different years, and now he's in the Super Bowl. And he's made the fucking playoffs 2 years in a row. I'm just saying, man. I'm just saying. So yeah, most of my predictions for that video were wrong. Yeah, oh man, that would be great. I mean, but no, I can't make it beforehand. Because then if they accidentally stumble into a win, then everyone comes back to the video to shit talk me, and then I look like an idiot. You gotta make it after the fact. That's why I make the videos after. You don't make it before, because if you make a prediction and then it's wrong, you just get people that are like, oh, look at you, haha, you're wrong. Which, I mean, happens half the time on this channel anyways. I'm wrong about basically everything. Once again, we've already established that nobody comes to this channel for level-headed football fucking takes and stuff like that. But still, man, you make that video after. You don't make it before. And then if you're wrong, people, you know, just they pile on you. They start a witch hunt, right? The thing is, he's known for choking, but he hasn't choked this year, so he ain't gonna choke yet. He's gonna fucking win the Super Bowl. It is what it is, man. I think with the way he's been playing in these playoffs, he ain't gonna fucking throw the game away. The same guy who couldn't beat the Buccaneers with a washed-up, sad divorce. At no point in Tom Brady's career has he ever been washed up. Even in his last year, he was throwing that fucking ball all over the field. He ain't never been washed up. Tom Brady and washed up in the same sentence. Those two fucking Tom Brady and washed up don't even belong in the same fucking planet. Wow, that is, I'm offended by that. I'm offended by that. I'm so offended. That makes me want to cry. Tom Brady and washed up? Are we for real? Ain't no fucking way. I mean, yeah, the Seahawks defense is like so good. You don't even need to score you don't need to score 50 points to be the Patriots. Just get to like 23 or 21 and you should win. Who will be the QB for the Steelers? If it is who I think it's going to be, oh my god. Hold on. I'll be right back. Hold on. I'm going to get a drink. Hold on. Hold on. I need to think about this. All right. I'm back. I'm back, boys. If it is who I think it's going to be, if it's Aaron fucking Rodgers, then, oh, fuck's sake. I hate Aaron. I just fucking hate Aaron Rodgers so much. I cannot describe how much I just despise Aaron Rodgers as a quarterback. There is probably 350 quarterbacks I would rather fucking pick than Aaron Rodgers. I'm dead fucking serious. I could sit here for a live stream. I could sit here for a whole stream and name quarterbacks that I believe are better than Aaron Rodgers. Aaron Rodgers had one or two fluke good fucking years, and it's whatever, man. It is what it is. 20 years. 20 years in the NFL with one fucking Super Bowl ring. One ring. That is a 5% chance of winning a Super Bowl every single year. He is a loser. By the way, the defenses for the Packers always got blamed whenever Aaron Rodgers didn't step up and make a play when it mattered. They always got blamed every single time. And then people would say, oh, well, Brady always had great defenses. Okay. He can't control that. The defense is not something that a quarterback can control. Both good and bad. If the defense sells the quarterback, then it's the defense's fault. If the quarterback sells the defense, the defense, the defense didn't do enough. Most of the playoff losses Aaron Rodgers suffered, their team scored like 21 or under points. And in the playoffs, if you score 21 points, you're probably not going to win. I'm being honest, because you're playing playoff caliber offenses, you're probably not going to fucking win that game. There's no fucking way. So Aaron Rodgers is the most overrated athlete in the history of sports. Not even fucking close. Fucking Aaron Rodgers. If he comes back for another year, I'm just gonna be so fucking mad. And I don't want to have to make another fucking video because then his fanboys and people who know him, who are mass reporting my fucking videos, they'll report me again. I'll get my videos taken down. It's whatever, right? It is what it is. Aaron Rodgers sucks. It's that simple. It was funny watching him humiliate himself in front of the world against the Texans defense. It was a sight to fucking behold. So, I think that my next video probably will either be on, it might be on Aaron Glenn, honestly, because I feel like Jets fans are pretty pissed right now. Like, they're pretty ticked off. They're firing everyone, and everyone, Aaron Glenn blaming everyone but himself, and just for him to get fired when they start 0-6 is just like, it's crazy work. So maybe I'll make an Aaron Glenn video, or maybe like the top 10 worst quarterbacks. Let's be honest. If the Broncos have Bo Nix, they probably make the Super Bowl, and then it's Broncos Seahawks, and then we have a game. Everyone thinks Seahawks are going to win the Super Bowl, and then it'd probably be split between is it Broncos, is it Seahawks? But 70% of the fucking people, 70% of people are picking the Seahawks to win the Super Bowl for pretty obvious fucking reasons. Yeah, but I feel like there's like a lot of Jets fans, and there are a lot of them that are just like pissed the fuck off. They can't believe that the state the organization's in, the fact that Aaron Glenn is still their fucking coach is absolutely otherworldly. Top 10 best quarterbacks of 2026. I mean, you could say that's like a hard question. I don't know. If we're looking at just sort of regular season production and stuff like that, it'd probably be like Stafford, Prescott, Dak. Probably like Goff is in there. Josh Allen. Who has a good production? Jordan Love, I think he had decent production. Like Bo Nix. I can't even put Trevor Lawrence in there. Did I say Drake May? Drake May. I can't even really put Mahomes. Mayfield didn't really do well, but I don't know. Who am I blanking on? Lamar didn't play much. Turdy's just horrible. I'm missing someone. I don't know who I'm missing. I'm just thinking off the top of my head. But I'm blanking. I'm drawing a blank because I've named like 9 dudes. I don't know. I'm missing someone. I'm not putting Herbert in there because Herbert's just once again. I've always been a big proponent of the LA Chargers need to move off of Justin Herbert because he cannot win a big game. If you can't win a fucking big game in the national, I could have a whole 20-minute, I could have a whole 30-minute video explaining why Justin Herbert, that's not a franchise quarterback, where every time he steps foot in the playoffs, he plays like utter shit and everyone around him gets blamed. But nothing changes with his performance. He holds the ball, he turns it over, he takes sacks, he looks scared to throw. I mean, he looks like just such a timid, scared fucking quarterback in the playoffs every time. All 3 playoff appearances, he looked scared, he looked timid, he looked fucking lost. And it's just like, he's not a good playoff quarterback. He's a good little regular season, little Derek Carr-like quarterback, top 15 quarterback. He ain't never going to fucking win a playoff game. What about Trey Lance? Trey Lance, I mean, wouldn't start for most of the top 20 high school teams. Do you think that Duncanville and IMG in modern day, do you think that those schools, those programs are going to, do you think they'd rather, oh no, we're we're going to bench our 5-star for Trey Lance, who can't throw. No, they're going to keep their 5-star quarterback. And Trey Lance wouldn't start in high school. I really do, by the way, I do stand by that. I believe that Trey Lance, for most top high school programs, would not start. He would not start for high school teams. Well, at least good ones, right? Like, if we're talking about like a wing T, like a fucking Division 7 high school, then he'd start. He wouldn't be good, but he'd start. He'd probably run circles around him because he's a grown man. He's playing a 16-year-old, right? But still, he sucks. Trey Lance is horrible. And I mean, like, with most of the backups, it's like the NFL has a backup quarterback crisis. Like, Jacoby Brissett came in and looked fucking amazing. Like, he's probably the best fucking backup quarterback in the league, right? He looked like he belonged as a starter in the league. I'm pretty sure he set a record for most completed fucking passes in a game in NFL history. Like, I mean, he earned his fucking pay, and he didn't turn it over all that fucking much in his appearances. He started, 14 games? And, he was fucking 15 times the quarterback that fucking dwarf, that Call of Duty playing dwarf fucking Kyler Murray was. I mean, I don't know, man. Like, there's a backup. You look at most of these backup quarterbacks, most of them suck. Like, the fucking Jets had, like, fucking Brady Cook and Tyrod Taylor and just these garbage fucking quarterbacks. I mean, the Colts had no plan. They didn't. They just had no plan whatsoever. The Dolphins, they had no plan. I mean, the Titans had no plan. Most of these teams, they have no fucking plan. They don't have any plan. They have none. Like the Buccaneers, if Mayfield gets hurt, they have no fucking plan. No plan whatsoever. Herbert, if he gets injured, no fucking plan. Denver, they got no fucking plan. Jacksonville, they got no fucking plan. I mean, like, these teams, they got no fucking backup plan. Like, if Bo Nix got hurt in the middle of the season and Jarrett Stidham had to start a half a year, they would have missed the playoffs. They would have fucking missed the playoffs. These teams, they got to get plans because you can't have these trash fucking backups like these Jarrett Stidhams and fucking Kyle Allen and fucking Case Keenum and these fucking garbage retreads who have been in the league for fucking 13 years and never won a game. I mean, you've got to get someone who's young, who has some fucking juice, who can stick around the league. Like, you can't have these fucking, like, you can't have these scrubs like these fucking Nick Mullins. Like, they don't fucking move the meter. Because if your guy gets hurt, then you're fucked. There's no way around it. Like, there's some teams with some decent backup plans. Like, the Packers had Malik Willis, right? Who was decent. The Cardinals, they had Jacoby Brissett, who was solid, right? The fucking, who else? Who else did, fuck, I'm trying to think. The Ravens, they had Tyler Huntley, who he's alright, right? The Giants, they had Jameis Winston. The 49ers, they had Mac Jones, who's arguably was better than fucking Turdy, right? The Bengals, they traded for fucking Flacco, and Flacco was alright. I mean, like, there's some teams with backup plans, but then there's the teams that truly have no idea what they're doing, right? That if their quarterback gets hurt, they just don't have a clue what the fuck to do, right? Like, I don't even know. I'm trying to fucking think. Like, once again, if Herbert got injured in the middle of the season, then, like, what the fuck? What in the fuck would the Chargers have done? They would have had Trey Lance as their starter. Trey Lance as their starting quarterback. Trey Lance. And you never want Trey Lance in the game. I don't think I would want Trey Lance on the sideline, to be honest with you. I wouldn't want Trey Lance. I'll tell you what. Hold on. Let me take a drink of this. I would take Trey Lance as a wide receiver. Never as quarterback. Once again, I mean, there's teams that had the good backup plans. Like, once again, the Jacoby Brissett's and the Malik Willises of the fucking world. Like, the guys who were like, that's a good backup quarterback. If your starter gets hurt, he can win you football games at this level. But then you have the Trey Lances of the world and the Nick Mullins. They can't win you games. They won't win you games. They never have and never will. What? And by the way, Brock Purdy. Oh my God. Purdy is a backup. He is a backup quarterback, a nice spot starting backup quarterback. That is what Brock Purdy is. He is fucking horrible. He is so small. He has such a weak arm. He relies on throwing to the first guy he sees, the first read, who's wide open because it's Shanahan offense, and he's fucking schematically one of the fucking best in the league at scheming up fucking plays and play calling and such and such. Purdy, he's amazing against teams with battered defenses, with injured fucking defenses. But when he plays a high leverage game, he turns into a fucking Mac Jones. He turns into Mac. I swear to God, if I was running the 49ers, I would try to trade up to get Fernando Mendoza, because Fernando Mendoza in a Shanahan offense, you would win the Super Bowl by his second season. You would make the play. You'd win 15 games the first year. Then you'd go undefeated in the second year, and you'd have the greatest season in NFL history in the second fucking year. Or maybe, you can trade for a quarterback. Or that, and you can get rid of Turdy. I don't know how much, cap hit Turdy has. Probably has fucking $200 million fucking dollars release fucking clause. So, listen, Turdy's horrible. Diego Pavia, you know what? A lot of people are gonna hate me for this. Diego Pavia, he's a fucking beast. He just makes people mad. He's like Johnny Manziel. He just makes people fucking mad. And, let's be real. He's not gonna last in the NFL. I would pick Pavia probably in the late 5th round to early 6th round. I think he could make it as like a backup in the NFL. I think he has backup potential because he's small. He is small. He's a small fucking guy, but he is athletic. He can get out that pocket. He can move. His arm isn't all that bad. He's got an average arm. Schematically, he played in sort of a run-heavy offense. So a lot of his downsides were sort of masked by the offense, but I think he's probably like a 6th-round player. I would pick him. I think he's a draftable player. Once again, he's built like a bridge troll, but still, I would pick him. I would draft him, and as long as he doesn't cause problems in my locker room, if he acts like a pro, if he acts like a professional, then he's welcome on my team. If he wants to be a fucking Johnny Manziel party boy, then get the fuck out of my fucking organization. It's that fucking simple, right? This quarterback class isn't really good, right? It isn't, and wait, guys, hear me out. Okay, would you guys rather? Hold on. Would you guys rather have Brock Purdy as your starting quarterback, or would you rather have Diego Pavia? Let me know. Diego Pavia or Brock Purdy? I know the answer. I know the fucking answer. I know the answer. I would take Diego Pavia over Brock Purdy, because Brock Purdy, he's okay. He's got good little running ability, right? He's a good little runner, but Pavia's far more athletic. Pavia's probably got a stronger arm. I reckon Pavia can probably read a defense better. Now, Pavia's probably, at best, his ceiling is a spot starter, game manager in the NFL. But that's exactly what Brock Purdy is. Plus, Pavia has more athletic upside. So, I would take Diego Pavia in a heartbeat. It's not even a question. I don't even think about it. Listen, Turdy he's horrible. I'm sorry. I don't see it with Brock Purdy. I do not fucking see it. He's small. I can't keep repeating these points because he's not very good. If Pavia was taller, no, he would. Even if he was tall, if he was 6'3", I wouldn't pick him in the first round. If he was 6'3", I'd say 3rd round. If he's 6'5", I'd say 3rd round. He's a 6th round because of his size, because he probably can't really see over the offensive line. Probably have to roll him out a lot of boots, a lot of play action. You're going to have to gimmick your offense up because he's fucking small as shit and can't fucking see over the offensive line. He's got Kyler Murray syndrome. But I would take Diego Pavia. Easily. What rebuilding team would you like to be a general manager for? Probably the Tennessee Titans, to be honest with you, because they have a good young quarterback. They just need to draft decent pieces. Their defense wasn't great, but it's understandable with the way their sort of offense was. Cam Ward's stats weren't mind-boggling. They weren't very. I'm not saying they were really fucking good or anything, but once again, when you're thrown in that shit situation, the fuck else do you expect? Like, this guy's not gonna light the world on fire, throw fucking 38 touchdowns in his first fucking season. Like, I mean, Brian Daboll's an okay hire as offensive coordinator. He was a horrible coach, but I guess he's a decent OC. Yeah, the Titans definitely would be one of those teams because I feel like they definitely have a future. To be honest with you, the Giants maybe. I would say the Vikings, but they just don't have a quarterback, so I'm just not very interested. Maybe Washington. I don't know, but Washington, they had a disastrous year, but I would probably fire fucking Dan Quinn because he just fucking got his quarterback hurt, keeping him out there down by 30 in a fucking primetime game, getting killed. Yeah, but the thing is, Pavia is like a whole inch smaller than Bryce Young, and Pavia, I mean, is not even close to the level of passer Bryce Young is, so there's no fucking way Pavia is going to be anything more than a backup in the NFL. Which NFL team do you think had the best roster? Best sort of overall roster? I mean, looking at like some of the talent in the league, like when we're talking about like talent, like we're talking about the 49ers, even though they got hurt, they still got really fucking talented players. You got like the Rams, the Rams, the Eagles obviously have a really talented roster. The Seahawks, I mean, we can keep going on and on and on. I mean, the Texans are the most talented defense, and their offense was sort of, completely anemic. The Ravens, other than defensively, they were kind of shit, but I mean, they had Zachary Orr, so I'm willing to make a bit of an excuse for them. There's a lot of teams that, have this sort of, if I had to pinpoint one, I don't really fucking know. Honestly, maybe the Seahawks, so they just seem like the most complete fucking team. Where are you at with Carson back? Maybe third, fourth round, maybe? I don't know. He's probably not going to be a starter. He doesn't really move the meter, to be honest with you. Arch Manning will be a bust when he gets drafted. I don't know. With the way he played at the beginning of his first year starting, it looked like he just was like a high school player. And then he sort of, and then he progressed and progressed and progressed. Now, if he comes out playing like a scrub again, like he did in the first year, then you can forget about it. The guy's not declaring for the draft next year either. But if he, comes out swinging, actually, playing like an actual, fucking quarterback, then who knows? Maybe he'll, get drafted first overall. I don't know. But we'll see. I'm not going to say, oh, he's going to be fucking, I'm not going to christen him yet. I'm pretty overcritical of a lot of players on this channel, as a lot of you know. So, I don't know. I'm gonna hold out reserve judgment for later. For next draft. We'll wait, to address that next draft. Who can be the next quarterback to turn their career around? That's an interesting question. Honestly, I don't even know. I think Spencer Rattler. Well, is he really turning his career around? I don't really know because he's still pretty young. I think if Spencer Rattler goes to, a decent team, he should be all right. I don't know. I still kind of like Spencer Rattler. I don't know why, but I kind of like him. He's I don't know. He's nice. He's kind of nice. Like, it didn't really work out in New Orleans. I don't know why. Statistically, he wasn't horrible. When I watched him, he actually looked like an NFL quarterback. So, Spencer Rattler, he was decent. Like, he's all right. But, like, as for, like, career turnaround, man, I'm trying to think. Who can turn their fucking career around? Definitely not Trey Lance. No fucking way. Just he's maybe in high school. He can turn his fucking career around. Fucking, I don't know. I'm trying to think who can turn their career around. This is maybe, I don't know, Drew Lock. No, Zach Wilson sucks. Let's be honest. No, Anthony Richardson can't throw. Zach Wilson can't throw. Geno Smith is an interception machine. Rattler's young, I guess, so I don't know, man. That's a hard fucking question. That is a fucking difficult question. I'm over here, like, actually trying to think. Like, deeply think. I don't know, I'm stumped. Yeah, Shador, I don't know. Shador's just he's not talented enough. He isn't. That's just facts. That's just reality. Because what he put on the film is it's almost hard to believe a quarterback can be that fucking bad. But, he was. He really was. I don't know, like maybe like Drew Lock, Davis Mills, maybe. Mills is a good shout. I don't know. Could you say Malik Willis? I don't know if you could because he never really got a chance to start, and he's proven that he's pretty decent, you know. So Davis Mills, fucking Drew Lock, someone of that caliber, right? I'm trying to think of another fucking guy. I was gonna say Mariota. I'm not. He ain't really good. Yeah, I'm stumped. I'm stumped. McCarthy, hell no. I'm not sold on McCarthy either. I don't care what kind of, 2 fluke games he had at the end of the year where he looked like a average at best starting quarterback. Don't let that shit fool you. He ain't good. He ain't the guy. I mean, he didn't even play well in like most of, if not all, the games. He had 2 fluke good games, and then he went right back to being like the biggest piece of shit ever. That's ridiculous. That's some shit right there. 50 completion percent, more picks than touchdowns. Can't really get any worse. And he stat padded against a fucking cream puff Washington team that was decimated with I don't think they were decimated with injury, but defensively weren't really the greatest. So what the fuck was gonna happen with Kyler? Hopefully he'll go and be a Twitch streamer. I don't know. And nothing to do with the NFL. Hopefully, I mean, with Kyler Murray, you're hoping to God that he gets into like fucking real estate or like is a streamer, because like just come on, like let's be real. Kyler Murray is not good. He's not good. There's people that believe Kyler Murray is a good quarterback. I'm not saying that you're wrong in thinking that. It's just that I'm just making an observation. There's people that think Kyler Murray is a good quarterback. There's people that think there's a conspiracy against Shedeur Sanders. Oh, by the way, I made a video on Matt Corral like 3 years ago saying he would be a bust. That was one of my first videos. That was my second ever video on my page. Matt Corral will be a huge bust, and here's why. Oh, man. Let me listen to audio of this real quick. Hold on. Put the headphones on. God, the audio quality sucks in this video. It's a terrible video. Don't watch it. I might delete it, actually, after this, because it's really embarrassing. It's got 19 likes. It's got 2,000. Bro, it's got 19 likes with 2,000 views. That is a crazy fucking ratio of likes to fucking view ratio. I wonder what people were saying. I wonder what people were saying. This is in 2022. Wow. Great times. Very great times. Next generational talent. It's hard to predict who's going to be generational, to be honest with you. It really fucking is. That's like throwing throwing darts at a board and hoping they stick. I don't know. I'm not sold on any of the players in the next like 2 or 3 draft classes being fucking generational. I don't know. Maybe like fucking I have no idea. Generational is a word that gets thrown around so fucking much. Like, it just has lost all meaning at this point. It's lost all meaning. I mean, yeah, that was one of my first videos. My first video was why MLB The Show 22 is not good. Oh, ran. MLB The Show 22 sucks. Oh, man. Yeah, that's the good old days. These are the good old days on my channel 3 years ago. Have I really been doing this for 3 years? Have I really been doing this for 3 years? Have I really? By the way, I made a troll video called Patrick Mahomes and Josh Allen Have Ruined the NFL. And I put in the description of the video that it was an obvious troll. And people didn't read the description. And they actually fell. They actually fell for it. They thought it was a legit video. That take was... Now, when it comes to like scouting, like evaluating quarterbacks, they kind of have ruined the NFL a little bit. But, I mean... Like, they haven't, like, ruined the NFL. Let's be honest. That's a fucking over-exaggeration. Oh, God, that's great. There is no fucking way that you would trade Shedeur Sanders for... Listen, with how fucking bad CJ Stroud was in the playoffs, I still wouldn't fucking trade him for Shedeur Sanders, who... I mean, let's be honest. CJ Stroud... With how shit he played, I understand. He sucks. There's going to be a quarterback competition, you'd hope, you'd imagine, right? That, DeMeco Ryans is going to say, okay, well, there's going to be an open competition. Whoever wins the job will have to earn it. Whatever, right? And you're hoping that lights a fire under his ass, right? And makes him, revert back to rookie form. But for Shedeur Sanders, I mean, Shedeur Sanders threw like 3 picks in 3 separate fucking games. I wouldn't fucking trade Shedeur Sanders for fucking a Subway sandwich. I wouldn't. We can fucking put up the film, watch the fucking game film of this fucking guy, just who's completely inept in every fucking way. We go to NFL. Let's see. Let me try to do the film. Let's do film study. Where is this? Let's see. Let me search Browns. I gotta watch the condensed game of every snap here. What was the last game they played in? Hold on. I can just do my teams. Hold on. Thank you, bootleg website. I appreciate it. I remember he played against the Bengals. He led a game-winning drive where he threw 4-yard throws. And people glazed him like he was the next coming of Jesus Christ, and it was really embarrassing. It's just, I don't know, the Shedeur Sanders fanboys. I had one of them once again earlier in my stream trying to tell me that I have Down syndrome, that I'm like retarded, that I'm autistic, that I'm like ugly or whatever the fuck, that like show your face, show your, like, that is the level of delusion that these people are on. And it's sad. It really is. I'm sickened. I'm disgusted. It is what it is, though, I guess. That's the way life is. All right, condensed game. Let's see. All right, we got the guys. Do you want to do a breakdown, a little breakdown, a study of Shedeur Sanders at quarterback to see how truly wretched of a player he is? Most hopeless NBA franchise, probably the Wizards, or probably some other trash team that has no fucking talent whatsoever. Sacramento, who do they have? The Jazz, who do they have? The Pelicans, who do they have? They don't have one fucking player that moves the fucking meter. The Nets, they want, what, Michael Porter Jr., and he's putting up empty calories on a garbage team, so he ain't really all that he's made out to be. Charlotte, I mean, they went on a winning streak recently, but nobody really gives a fuck. Other than that, I don't know. There's no way that Shedeur has been fucking better than CJ Stroud. That's, God. I can't. Dang, look at the Pistons. They're beating the Warriors. The Warriors suck anyways. Steve Kerr's gonna get fired at the end of the year. Dylan Gabriel. Well, Dylan Gabriel, I mean, like, Dylan Gabriel sucks too. Like, the Browns, they don't have a quarterback. I love how all the Shedeur Sanders fans that were, like, attacking me in my comments in my videos saying, oh, you're just a Dylan Gabriel fanboy. Like, what the fuck? I never mentioned the guy's fucking name, and when I called him a fucking dwarf. Like, I never fucking complimented that guy once. I never said one good thing about the fucking guy, and people fucking, I don't fucking know, like, they dogpile on you because you say fucking bad things about Shedeur Sanders. That must mean that you like Dylan Gabriel. No, there's no correlation between the fucking two. Just because they play on the fucking Cleveland Browns doesn't fucking mean anything, right? There's no correlation. You don't like, you think Shedeur Sanders is a bad quarterback, therefore you think Dylan Gabriel's great. No, I don't. I think he sucks. I think he sucks just as much as fucking Shedeur. I don't know. It's just, I'm embarrassed. I'm embarrassed for the NFL. I really am. That a quarterback that bad can actually make the NFL. Let me end this fucking poll because people think Brock Purdy is better than Diego Pavia, which, I mean, I understand why, because, Pavia hasn't played a snap in the NFL and all that stuff, and yeah. Regardless, man, Jesus Christ. I don't even know. Some of these teams, like, I'm looking at in, like, NBA, they're so lost. They have no direction. The NBA has no, like, parity. Like, there's not even. Like, all the teams that are trash are trash. There's, like, fucking 6 good teams in the whole league. And those 6 teams are the only fucking teams that, like, make playoff runs. And, my God. Herbert's trash in the playoffs. He's great against scrub teams, like against the Raiders. He's great against the Raiders. He's great against the fucking Cardinals and fucking shitty other defenses like the fucking Bengals and fucking Cleveland. No, Cleveland's not a garbage defense. I don't know what I'm talking about. Just other like shit teams like fucking the Jets and stuff like that. He's great against shit teams. When he plays a real team or when he plays in the playoffs, he sucks. Do you think Flight Reacts can play in the NBA? No. He can't even shoot he can't even shoot. He can't even shoot a 3-pointer. Flight Reacts. Shout out to Flight Reacts. Flight Reacts. Can you give me a shout out on your stream? Yeah, that's what we gotta do. We gotta beg Flight Reacts to give me a shout out on one of his live streams. Does he still stream? I don't know. I have no fucking idea. If I I don't know. I don't think that would affect my subscriber count, though. Trevor Lawrence, he makes me very angry because he's a giraffe. And he clearly has talent. He just has no brain. And Liam Cohen gives him too much freedom to change plays at the line of scrimmage. And then he changes into shitty plays that don't work based on the coverage he's looking at. And he always throws into coverage. And he makes bad mistakes at bad times. But, you know, he'll make 3 great throws in a row and then throw fucking 3 throws in the dirt and then throw a pick in the next 4 fucking plays. And it just makes me mad. So, yeah. He's the most frustrating quarterback in the NFL. You can clearly tell he has talent to be a great quarterback, yet he can't fucking put it all together. Liam Cohen's trying to fix him, but you can only try to fix him as much as you can try to fix him. Eventually, the real fucking Trevor Lawrence will come out. So, yeah. Essentially, you can lead a fucking horse to water, but that doesn't mean the horse is going to drink the water, right? You can give a fucking starving dog food. The dog isn't going to have to fucking eat the food if it doesn't fucking feel like eating the fucking food. MLB, fuck the MLB. Lockout's coming next year, and that'll fix the sport, hopefully, but MLB fucking sucks for now. Fuck the Dodgers. They'll probably win 138 fucking games. It's just pathetic. It is. Like, the fact that it was allowed in the fucking first place just makes me fucking sick to my fucking stomach. Spring training starts and whenever the fuck, who cares? Dodgers are gonna win fucking 140 games. That's just, I don't know where it all went wrong with the MLB, where teams can fucking just, like, spend $100,000 yeah, there's no reason to watch baseball because we know what's gonna happen next year. It's gonna be Dodgers and fucking whoever the fuck else. It's gonna be, let's see. In the American, it will be one of 3 teams. It will be the Blue Jays, because they are a big market team and have a lot of money. It will be the Yankees, because they are a big market team and have a lot of money. Or it will be, let's see, the Red Sox, because they are a big market team and have a lot of money. And maybe an outside shot is the Astros, because they are a big market team and have a lot of money. In the National League, it will be the Dodgers and nobody else. You can say, oh, but what about the Phillies? What about the Mets? You know, what about any other fucking team? No. Fucking all the Atlanta, no one, the other fucking teams have no chance against the fucking Dodgers. They're fielding a team of fucking 9 All-Stars. They have no fucking, and they have like fucking 6 All-Star relief pitchers. They have 6 All-Star starting pitchers. If they don't win 130 games, they are underachieving. It's not fair. There's no even. It's not even whatsoever. You get teams like the fucking Rockies that are so fucking. The Rockies. Oh man. I mean Oh my god. I just realized the Rockies had a negative 400. The Rockies had a negative 424. Fucking run differential. Oh my god. That is actually wow. Oh. They gave up 1,000 runs. I'm like flabbergasted. That is fucking bewildering. I didn't know they were this bad. They gave up 1,000 runs. And they only scored 590. Wow. They must have the worst pitching of any team in the history of the MLB. They gave up 1,000 runs. Their run differential was 200 worse than the second worst team, which was the Nationals. The Nationals only gave up 900 and a negative run differential of negative 212. But they scored almost 100 more runs than the Rockies. That's how bad that they were. The Pirates, yeah, I mean, the Pirates, the Pirates surprisingly didn't give up a lot of runs. Their offense was just terrible. If they had a better offense, they would have probably made playoffs. So, I mean, they only gave up 645 runs. That's not fucking bad, right? That's less than a lot of fucking teams that made the playoffs. They had very good fucking pitching, right? It's just their fucking offense. The bats couldn't get going. Yeah, I mean, yeah, 1,000. They gave up 1,021 runs. Oh my! I remember there was a game they gave up like 20 runs, and it was like almost 30. Yeah, they gave up almost 30 runs, and it was just really sad. It was like, this is the state of the MLB, where these smaller market teams just have no chance because all these big market teams are just, you know, okay, when a player on the fucking on the Rockies or the Marlins, not the Marlins, on the Nationals or on the A's or, you know, on the White Sox or on the Royals or on the, you know, the Rays gets good and enters free agency, give him $500 million. It's so unfair. It's just like, we're in such a bad state. How do you feel about the 12-team playoff? I guess it's all right. The first year was pretty decent. It was pretty good. The second year was pretty good too. I don't have many complaints about it. Eventually, they're going to go to 16, then they'll go to 24, then they'll go to 28, then they'll go to 32, then they'll go to 36, then they'll go to 42, then they'll go to 56, then they'll go to 64, and then, yeah, by 2055, we will have 64-team tournament. Rather be a Jets fan or a Rockies fan. I'd rather honestly just fucking take a shotgun and blow my brains out, but if I had to choose between the two, I'd probably rather be a Rockies fan. Right? Because being a Jets fan is like a complete misery. Like the last time the Jets made the Super Bowl was fucking, I think Joe Namath was a quarterback. The last time the Rockies made the World Series was in the 2000s. So the Rockies have less fucking misery. Wait, did I say? I forgot which one I said. I think I said the Rockies. I don't fucking know. I mean, yeah, it also isn't fair that they're like, they have a stadium that is, you can just like poke the ball and it goes 500 feet. But, I mean, like, your pitching has to be historically bad to give up when is the last team worst run differential in MLB history? Oh my god. The 1899 Cleveland Spiders had a run differential of negative 723. That is fucking astonishing. That is almost hard to believe. How the fuck is your... Oh, wow. Oh my god. Negative 700... That's gotta be a fucking troll. Oh my god, the Rockies, they have the worst run differential since 1900. Oh my god. That team might have literally been the worst team in the history. That Rockies team may be the worst team ever, next to the fucking 1899 Cleveland Spiders. What's your thoughts on Darian Mensa, the former Tulane and Duke quarterback? I think he's good. If he would have came out in the draft, I would have made a video on him. I had him at a first-round grade. I think he's a fucking good quarterback. I think he's going to do good at Miami. I think he's going to be a first-round pick. I think he's going to be picked from the fucking range of 10 to 25 in the next NFL draft. I think he's a first-round quarterback. Yeah, I mean, the Rockies, how the fuck do you give up 1,000 fucking runs in a 100 fucking... 100 and whatever the fuck it is, 60, whatever the fuck it is, 4-game season. That's unfucking believable. I mean, there's like a lot of teams that are worse than them, but these teams played in 1883, 1889, 1897, 1898. Yeah, they're the worst team since 1900. They're the worst team. That is unbelievable. They're the worst team we've ever seen. Oh my god. Thoughts on Triple K, WWE. I stopped watching after Cena retired. I haven't been keeping up. I don't give a fuck. I don't really care about wrestling anymore. AEW sucks. Fucking WWE sucks. AEW is just so bad. Like, it's miserable. It's like so pathetic. You got all the people who fucking glaze it. It's just fucking heatless fucking matches. It sucks. WWE is just fucking soulless corporate fucking trash. It's fucking garbage. Cena retired. I said, fuck that. Fuck that shit. Fucking stupid. Wrestling sucks. And the fucking Cleveland Spiders. The Cleveland Spiders. They played in 1899. They had a negative 723 run differential. How many fucking runs were scored against them? Let me see. How many runs? I can't tell. Let me look. I don't know how many runs were scored against them. 1899 Cleveland Spiders. Let's see. They even got their own Wikipedia page. How many runs were scored against them? Let's see. This team was probably the worst, like, ever in the history of the world. All these pitchers have, like, a fucking 6 ERA. That goes to show you that this team was absolutely atrocious. Can I just get, like, team full stats? Let's see. Oh, this is so confusing. How many fucking runs did they give up? I just want to fucking see how many runs they gave up. Pitching. Runs. Not runs scored. Where's runs? Earned runs. 820. That's just earned. We're not even talking about errors. They had 894 earned runs. So you're telling me there's a chance that the Cleveland Spiders gave up less fucking runs than the Colorado Rockies? You're telling me that there's a fucking chance? I don't believe it, man. I'm trying to look at this. Where the fuck is, like, the full fucking run total? There's no fucking way. Now, how many runs did they score, conversely? Runs scored, let's see. 529. No, that doesn't make sense. They must have had a lot of fucking errors then. They must have had a shit ton of errors. Like, they must have had, like, 500 errors. Because that does not add up. That's not a, fucking... How do you give up 1,000 runs? You give up 1,000 runs by having the worst pitching in the history of the MLB. It's got to be worse than the Cleveland Spiders. It has to be. There's no way. Let me look at statistics. Let's see. Pitching. ERA. Who had the best ERA on the team? Okay, the guy's not qualified. Can I search by qualified? No, I can't. Oh, fuck. Oh, I didn't mean to click on Kyle Freeland. Fuck off. Oh my god. There's a guy with a 72. There's a guy with a 72 earned run average. A 72. Fucking earned... 72. He played one game, but he gave up 8 runs in 1 inning. And he never... Oh, that's the catcher. Okay. I know, but Luis Peralta, he appeared in 22 games. He had a fucking 9.47 ERA. Wow. I mean, I think this is the worst team ever. I think this is a worse team than the Cleveland Spiders, honestly. I don't think they're worse by that much, but I think they're the worst team I've ever seen. I think they're the worst team in the history of the MLB. Because in the modern era, with all like with all the resources every team has, right? The Rockies may not have much money, but they got world-class facilities and training and staff and coaching and players and all that stuff, right? Farm system. It doesn't even compare to 1899 when people were still like chewing tobacco during the game. And people thought beer was like good for you. In 1899, people thought beer was healthy. And fucking tobacco was good for you. And cigarettes. And they were smoking cigarettes. And chewing tobacco. And drinking beer before the game. These players now have no excuse. The players back then have every excuse. They were high on drugs or intoxicated, and that's why they sucked. These players, they're not on marijuana. They're not drinking fucking Smirnoff before every game. They have world-class facilities. They have top-level they have top-level coaching. They have everything they need. They have equipment. They have gear. They have everything. They have everything to be good, and they suck. And they're arguably worse than guys that were chewing tobacco during the game. That were smoking cigarettes. That were drinking beer. That were raging alcoholics. Half those motherfuckers in 1899 were probably beating their wife after the fucking game. It's just crazy, man. These motherfuckers were look at them. They all look like the same motherfucker. Like Charles Zimmer, Aussie Shren Kongost, Lave Cross. These are such 1900. Suter Sullivan, Tommy Dowd, Joe Quinn, Jack Clements, Louis Salk Alexis, Charlie Ziegler, George Bristow, Howard Wilson. Baseball is such a fucking rich history of just weird fucking players. Dude, these guys, motherfuckers got some. Dude, there's like fucking 40 different players that played for this team. Harry Lockhead, Sport McAllister, hell of a name there. Crazy Schmidt. Okay, man. Okay. Harry Cauliflower. Yeah. Harry Cauliflower. Dick Harley, by the way. Dick Harley is a real player. He's dead, but he's a real player. I mean, yeah, they were smoking cigarettes. And they were chewing tobacco. And they were drinking fucking beer before the games began. And they're arguably better than these players now. The Cleveland Spiders I don't think they gave up. They didn't give up 1,000 earned runs. Well, I don't think the Rockies gave up 1,000 earned runs, but they gave up 1,000 fucking runs. Actually, the Rockies gave up more earned runs than the 1899 Cleveland Spiders. If I'm reading this correctly, the Cleveland Spiders gave up 894 earned runs, and the Rockies gave up 933 earned runs. They gave up more earned runs. They gave up like 40 more earned runs than the Cleveland Spiders, and they're supposed to be the worst team of all time. What does that tell you? That tells you the Rockies are the worst team ever. The Colorado Rockies of 2025 are the worst baseball team ever fielded in the MLB. The debate is over. I don't care, because once again, the players back then have excuses that they were smoking cigarettes and they were high and intoxicated, and they would go home and beat their wife after the game. That's the excuse. Their minds were elsewhere. These players now got no excuse. You can't do drugs to get drug tested. You can't drink because you can't drink because then they know when you're drunk. You can't smoke marijuana because they know that you smell of marijuana and they kick you out and you get fucking sent down to the fucking minor leagues and fucking rehabilitation. So yeah, man, I mean, that is the worst team of all time. Bar none. And I don't think we'll see a team worse in our lifetime. I don't. I think that's the worst team I'm ever going to see. And I'm proud that we are alive to witness that. Their team leader in wins was Tanner Gordon. He had 6 wins and a 6.33 ERA. Man. I mean, it's an evil fucking world. It is. He lost 8 games. He won 6. He only started 15 games. And he was their wins leader. He started 15 games. He was their wins leader. I say the 2026 Rockies will win like 63 games. They will be a pretty decent improvement. They'll be bad, but they won't be the worst team in the history of the MLB. With the worst pitching ever. Oh my god, Kyle Freeland went 5 of 17 starting. That might be the worst record I've ever seen of any pitcher. Let me see. How can I see win-loss record? In Baseball Reference. Pitching. I just want to see win-loss. Oh my god, they had a guy that went 4 of 30, 4 of 22. Oh, fuck, that's way worse. Okay. Wow. How the fuck do you go 4 of 30? Jim Huey went 4 of 30 with a 5.41 ERA. He won 4 games in 34 starts. I mean, that should be illegal, should it not? Like, at some point, the league should have intervened and said, hey, listen, you can't start any more games. At that point, you have to intervene. Like, you can't just let that happen. You got to get new players. You can't just have this guy throw this guy out there. Yeah, like, there's no way a team like that is tanking because they had like players that are somewhat recognizable. Like, what do they have? They had fucking what's the fucking guy's fucking name? Herman Marquez, the fuck his name is. They had fucking who's some of their fucking batters? They had Ezekiel Tovar, they had Ryan McMahon, they had Kyle Farmer, they had fucking Brenton Doyle. I mean, they had decent players. Like, they had players that like if you were a fan of baseball, you knew who they were. Kyle Farmer, guys, like, you knew who the fuck they were, right? God, Zach Veen. Oh my goodness. Zach Veen. Oh my god. Failed prospect. Biggest failed prospect ever. Motherfucker hit 118 and then got sent down. I don't know, man. Baseball is just cooked. It's so cooked. And I'm not even going to entertain watching it. I'm not even going to bother. There's no point. We know what's going to happen. Like, I'd rather watch, like, I don't know. I'd rather watch, like, a 13th division Romanian soccer league than watch MLB this year. I would. I'd rather watch a 13th of division Romanian soccer team with a bunch of fucking pea farmers, a bunch of Romanian pea farmers playing in the 13th division of Romania in soccer. I don't know. Like, realistically, what's the MLB gonna do about the Dodgers immediately if the salary cap things, you know, go through next off season, right? Oh well, you have to release this player because you're $400 million over the cap. It's the fucking Dodgers. They're not gonna do that to them. They're just gonna, oh well, you have an exception because you signed these players beforehand, so you get to keep them and be over the cap. That's what's gonna happen. What's going to happen is nothing's going to happen. They're gonna let the Dodgers be over the cap. Oh well, you did it before these rules were enacted, so you get to keep all your players and be $550 million over the salary cap. That's what the fuck will happen. Guaranteed. How much do you want to bet that there will be an exception to the fucking rule? Anything to keep the fucking... and people thought the fucking Yankees in, like, the 2000s were, oh, that was the worst thing ever, right? They weren't spending this type of fucking money. Christ. Bigger mess. MLB or the Jets? Honestly, I'd rather be a fan of the Jets than a fan of any MLB team not named the Los Angeles Dodgers. Because at least the NFL is, like, doesn't have a fucking salary cap problem. I mean, the NFL has problems. Like, let's call spade a spade. Let's be honest. But the problems are not as fucking big as the problems the MLB have. So, much rather be a fucking fan of the Jets. Much rather would fucking... and, I mean, much fucking rather... I mean, like, why? Why does MLB have to be so fucked up? Because baseball, I like it. It's a good sport. But then it's like... the salary cap, what's the point of even enacting the salary cap if you're not going to punish the teams right now that are over the cap? I feel like what they're going to do is they're going to make an exception and say, well, you know, it was before. You can't, whatever. It sucks. It sucks. This is where we're at in the MLB. It sucks that we're seriously talking about, we're talking about how bad the league is right now, but that's life, man. It is what it is, and just gotta roll with the punches, and hopefully it gets better. Hopefully the salary cap thing actually fixes the sport and doesn't fuck it up. So, you're just praying for the best. You're praying that it gets better over time, because if it doesn't, then if you think that the ratings aren't already fucking low for MLB, then guess what? They can get lower. They can get way lower. They can get way lower. They can go down to fucking 900,000 fucking... they can go down to fucking AEW fucking Dynamite fucking 100,000 fucking viewers in no time. Trust me. If MLB, if you want to continue killing your league, no one will watch. It's that fucking simple. The Padres will never win it. The Padres will never win anything, unfortunately. They will never win as long as the Dodgers are in their division and in the MLB. Unless the Dodgers are expelled from the league or they fold the franchise up and said it was a mistake or whatever, and they terminate the franchise, then you will never win. That's how it is. If anyone, who's gonna win the World Series this year? If your answer isn't the Dodgers, then I'm starting to believe you're delusional, because there's no other fucking team that can win it other than the Dodgers. And the thing is, people say, the Blue Jays were close last year. They were close, but that might be the closest a team ever gets to fucking beating him in a playoff series. Let's fucking be honest. It's whatever. I'm fucking pissed. Fuck you, MLB. You fucking ruined. You fucking ruined your own sport. I hope they're happy. I really do. I hope whatever the fuck his name is. I forgot that fucking MLB commissioner. I forgot his name because he's so forgettable. Rob Manfred. I hope Rob Manfred is happy. I hope he's happy with what he's making, because this was his. By the way, he had the audacity to pitch a rule for a golden at bat where a player, the best player on the team, can step up to the plate in a high leverage situation whenever. It's like just what the fuck, like. Padres win World Series before Panthers win Super Bowl. I don't think neither is happening, unfortunately, especially with Padres. Once again, we've already made it clear that the Dodgers are going to win the World Series for probably the next 8 to 9 years. I think they're going to be the greatest dynasty in MLB history. And what's going to happen is the ratings will go down every year. So next year the ratings will be decent. Then it's just going to go down, and down. And there's going to be exceptions to the rule for the Dodgers. They're going to make loopholes. And they're going to continue to be able to sign these expensive players because they're the Dodgers, and oh my God, the international appeal and whatever and stuff like that. And they got the Shohei the Gambler on their team. He's a really big fucking draw. And yeah, yay, cheating is not allowed. So it's over. Same thing with the fucking Astros, who should have been fucking folded the franchise. But no. If we lived in a just world, their franchise would have been folded. And then, okay, well, you're not allowed to have the team ever again, Houston, because you want to cheat. That's what you should do. If you are caught cheating to that level, why should you have an NFL franchise? Why? I mean, not NFL. Why should you have an MLB franchise? Why? Tell me why. The franchise should have been folded. It's that fucking simple. And the fact is, the Astros fans actually believe that, now the Dodgers are public enemy number one. No, nobody forgets what you fucking did, you fucking cheating bastards. Nobody forgets. Nobody just go, we forgive you for cheating other teams out of the World Series. Fuck no, no one forgets that shit. I don't think the New England Patriots did. I don't think that was as nearly as fucking bad. I don't think it was nearly as fucking bad as what the Astros did. I feel like what the Astros did was like borderline fucking immoral. And the whole fucking Altuve thing, it's pathetic. Altuve's a little dwarf, little cheater, and he knows it. If he ever makes the Hall of Fame, that goes to show you how fucked the Hall of Fame is. You might as well let all the fucking steroid era fucking guys in if you're gonna let a fucking cheater in. So when that dwarf eventually gets elected in the Hall of Fame, then it will have no more credibility. I mean, it already doesn't have credibility because some of the best players of all fucking time aren't in the fucking Hall of Fame. So, like, has a league ever been in this bad of a state before? Nobody gives a fuck about the MLB because you know what's gonna happen. Listen, Fox and ESPN, you guys can hype up the MLB all you want, whole fucking off season. You can do that, but nobody's going to watch. Trust me, no one is gonna fucking watch. No one's gonna watch the games because nobody cares. Because you made it so no one cares. Like, it's a one-team monopoly. It's a one-team sport, and when it's a one-team sport, it's not fucking worth watching. That's like if in the fucking NBA, if the fucking Grizzlies won, not Grizzlies, if the Lakers won fucking 36 straight championships. By the fucking 6th championship, no one would be fucking watching anymore because it'd just be fucking boring. Like, what's the fucking point? You know who's gonna win. There's no fucking point. So the Dodgers are gonna win 6 in a row, and nobody will watch, dwindling numbers, and hopefully the MLB will realize the error of their ways and actually fix this shit. I don't think the fucking I hope that the fucking lockout fixes this, but I'm so pessimistic. I think it's not gonna fix anything because they're just gonna fucking cheat for loopholes for fucking the Dodgers. They can keep all their fucking players and keep signing guys because they got Ohtani. I don't give a fuck who they have. I don't care if they have fucking Barry Bonds and fucking Babe Ruth on their team. Fuck them. Fuck them. Stanley Cup champions. Probably the Avalanche, because they're like the most dominant team right now from what I'm seeing. It would be funny if a smaller sort of market fucking team were to win. Like if a team like a let me look. Let's see. If a team like, like the Sabres were to win, that'd be cool. Like Utah, that'd be cool. Anaheim, that'd be cool. I mean, even like Edmonton got one. Edmonton, a Canadian team, hasn't won in a long time. So I mean, if I don't know who I'd be rooting for, I don't know. The NHL playoffs are always really, really fucking good. They're always really entertaining. I always sit down and watch the NHL playoffs. I don't really care much for the regular season. I'm more of a fucking playoff guy. But when those playoffs come on, man, it's fucking entertaining as fuck. So, yeah, it's actually kind of weird seeing the Buffalo Sabres in a winning position. Knowing them, they're going to lose 13 straight games and miss the playoffs. But, for right now, they have some hope that they're going to make the playoffs and try to go on a run. The Panthers might not even make it, which is the crazy part, right? And I mean, the Leafs are just hopeless. They got no fucking chance. They lost 6 games in a row. The Rangers are trash. The Phillies trash. The Devils are trash. The Capitals are trash. I mean, God, the Canucks they traded everyone away. They're horrible. Calgary sucks. St. Louis is giving up like fucking 176 goals. They're fucking horrible. I mean, like, oh, damn, the Sharks. Look at the Sharks. It's a team that has, like, no budget. And look at them. Yeah, the Hurricanes, are they in a playoff spot? I think they are. Are they? Yeah, they are. Oh, they're 1 seed. Oh, good for them. They're probably going to lose in the conference final again. So, where do I want Giannis to go? Stay in Milwaukee. Be a one-team player for his whole career. I don't like the super team culture in the NBA. Because he's going to go, I'm going to go to the Knicks. He's going to go to the Knicks. And no one will fucking care. And the Knicks will never win anything. Jalen Brunson is a dribbling midget who the roster lists him as, what, 6'1", 6'2"? There's no way he's anything above 5'4". He is a dribbling dwarf with no bag who does the same 3 moves over and over again. And he is a demonstration of how this is the shittiest era of the past 25 years in the NBA. You don't need any skill to be a good player in the NBA now, because if you can just be a dribbling little midget like fucking Jalen Brunson, just dribble, and then throw up a stupid shot and it goes in, then you don't need skill, right? And he's also a little foul baiting midget too, who complains when he doesn't get his way. So, I'd much rather watch a team that plays team basketball than some dribbling scrub dwarf who is 5'4". And has the refs in his pockets. Hopefully Giannis stays with the Bucks and they win their championship soon. And yeah, I mean, even though they got a losing record right now, it doesn't matter. I don't know. I don't like Jalen Brunson. He's just once again a dribbling midget. He sucks so much. When is Tyrese Halliburton coming back from his injury? So I can watch an actual point guard play. Someone who actually... Because just because Jalen Brunson gets 6 assists a game doesn't mean he's a good point guard. Most of them come off of wide open players, and he didn't create any of those opportunities. They're just standing in the corner wide open because in the NBA, defense is worse than ever. The best defense in the league gives up well over 100 points a fucking game. So it's just pathetic. It is. It's pathetic. Yeah, I mean, like, Jalen Brunson, I'm sorry, he's a dribbling midget. He's horrible. He would be a role player. 15 years ago, he wouldn't make a roster. He would not make a team 15 years ago. That dribbling midget would not make one. He wouldn't make the fucking G League. Or D League, what the fuck it's called. I don't know. I don't know who's going to win it all. I'm surprised JJ Redick hasn't been fired. JJ Redick's probably the worst coach ever in the history of the NBA. The only reason that the Lakers have a winning record is because of their talent. It's not because of their coach. If they had a good coach, they probably would have like 48 wins. They have like 3 or 4 losses right now. They'd be one of the best teams in NBA history, but they have one of the worst coaches ever. So it's just holding them back. JJ Redick is just another one. He's a clown. Just because he played in the NBA doesn't mean he knows how to coach. He's just fucking scrub. It's pathetic. I don't know who's going to win. Well, I do. It's going to be the Thunder. They're going to win their second in a row, and then it's going to start a dynasty, and that's going to be fucking boring. It's going to be fucking boring as fuck. I hate dynasties. I mean, like, in sports. I hate seeing the same team. I hate seeing the same team dominating over and over and over and over and over and over and over again. It just gets fucking tiring really fucking fast. And it's not fun to fucking watch. When the same team is winning every single year, then there's no fucking point. Thoughts on elevated floors. Is that something that Jalen Brunson needs because he's a dwarf? Because he can't reach the top shelf? I'm sorry. I don't know. I'm just making jokes now. Oh, man, I'm on a heater right now. I'm just making, he's a garden gnome. Oh, for courts in the NBA. Yeah, because that's what Jalen Brunson needs, so he can touch the rim, because he can't dunk. Dude, no, it's the shoes. The shoes make him look taller than he really is. Without the shoes, if he were wearing normal shoes, he would be like 5'4". He's garbage. Yeah, he's not 6'2". He's fucking 5'4". That roster listing is bullshit. Guaranteed. There's no way he's over 6 foot. When you look at him in pictures compared to people that are like 6'2", he's the smallest fucking guy on the court by like 4 inches. He's not even close. He's dwarfed by everyone. There's no fucking way that guy's 6'2". At best. This is at generous. He's 5'8". At best. I think Spud Webb would be taller than him. I think he would. He probably would be taller than him. I'm being fucking honest. Alright, boys. I think I'm going to call it wraps. I think this is going to be the stream. This was a great stream. This was my 10,000 subscriber special live stream. I want to thank all you guys for tuning in and hanging around for a while. It was a great stream. And hopefully I'll stream again soon. And hopefully I'll have some content coming out before and after the Super Bowl. I don't know what type of content to do, but I'll figure it out. Because usually I always find a way to do so. Thank you guys for tuning into the stream. Peace out, everyone. This has been Mr. Truth, and this was nothing but the truth.